Hello everyone and welcome to my class. To continue with the first chapter of class 10th history, that is the rise of the nationalism in Europe. Till so far I have uploaded many videos and we have discussed about defeat of Napoleon, Napoleonic Code, Congress of Vienna, how the French nationalists, they spread the feeling of nationalism across the Europe, then how the revolutions were taking place in different regions of Europe, revolution in year 1830, 48, all these things we have discussed. And then we in the previous video I have discussed about the unification of Germany. Now today I am going to discuss another important unification. It is the unification of Italy. Now, according to NCERT book, whatever the things are given in the on this topic, the things are quite complicated. Though they have given a very precise information, but still you may find it difficult after reading the content. So I have made it simpler for you. Now, this is a rough map of Italy. It is a European nation, and it was divided into 3 regions, right? So I'm going to present the facts in a very simpler manner, in a very layman language. Try to understand. This is the best possible way I have made it very simpler for the students. So this is the map of Italy, and we'll be discussing about the Italian unification, right? Now, first thing, whenever we talk about any unification, either Germany or Italy, or if we'll talk about how the United Kingdom formed, one thing that needs to be understood, that these nations were not nations at that time. They were divided into many fragments. Same was the case of Italy also. It was divided into, it was fragmented into several parts, and these parts were ruled by foreign powers. Right, let's see how. There were total 7 states at that time in Italy, and the northern region of Italy was under the Austrian Habsburg Empire. Austria, different nation, they have their control over Italy, right? So Austrian Habsburg Empire were controlling the northern region of Italy. Then the middle region, here is the capital of Italy, that is Rome. That is the religious seat of Pope. Christianity के जो religious head हैं Pope, Catholic Christianity को जो religious head हैं वो है Pope, और जो Rome है वो माना जाता है Christianity का एक main center. तो ये region जो था middle Italy का, it was under the control of Pope, right? And the southern region of Italy, it was under the control of Spanish Bourbon डायनेस्टी. स्पेनिश बर्बन डायनेस्टी, स्पेन की डायनेस्टी यहाँ पे रूल कर रही थी, उन्होंने कंट्रोल कर रखा था. नाउ दीज 7 states वर रूल्ड बाय डिफरेंट रूलर्स. डेफिनेटली देयर वाज ओनली one Italian state that was under an Italian prince, Italian king. His name was Victor Emmanuel II, and the state name was Sardinia Piedmont. Suppose this is the state of Sardinia Piedmont in northern region of Italy, and this was the biggest Italian state. और कमाल की बात, it was the only state which was under the Italian ruler. His name was Victor Emmanuel II. See, when we talk about Italian unification, there were 4 people who were responsible for the unification of Italy. 4 people who took a lead to do this unification work. Right, so first prominent name was Victor Emmanuel II, who was a ruler, who was an Italian ruler of Sardinia Piedmont, the biggest state of Italy. It was situated in the northern region, right? Now the process was not sudden. Unification process was not sudden. It took many years for the people to unify their nation. Right, so in its initial phase during 1830s, remember we have discussed about Giuseppe Mazzini. Now this person, Giuseppe Mazzini, was a revolutionary, and he organized the secret society. He founded the secret society, 2 secret society. One was Young Europe and one was Young Italy. Now this young Italy, the European secret society, revolutionary society, his task was to mobilize people, to make them ready for making Italy a unified nation. उनको तैयार करना, एक अवेकनिंग लाना उनके अंदर, लोगों के अंदर, उन्हें इस एकजुट करना ताकि वो इटालियन यूनिफिकेशन कंट्री का उसमें भागीदारी दे सकें. Right, so in its initial phase, this work was done by Giuseppe Mazzini, and he in the year 1830s he started mobilizing the people of Italy. Right, now this is the second prominent name. One was Victor Emmanuel II, second was Giuseppe Mazzini. Now Count Cavour is the third prominent name in Italian unification. He was the chief minister of Sardinia Piedmont, chief minister of Victor Emmanuel II. Now this Italian ruler took a lead. He ordered his chief minister Count Cavour to do something for the unification of Italian states. So this person is responsible for using his brain, making a secret alliance with France, a neighboring nation, and with the help of this alliance he wanted to defeat the Austrian Habsburg Empire. इस तरह से खुफिया तरीके से उसने एक कॉन्स्पिरेसी रची, एक अलायंस रचा फ्रांस के साथ कि हमें जब मिलिट्री सपोर्ट की ज़रूरत होगी तो आप हमें सपोर्ट करेंगे और बदले में हम आपको कुछ रीजन्स जो इटालियन इनकी जो टेरिटरीज़ हैं, जो कॉलोनीज़ है, वो हिस्सा हम आपको देंगे. Right, so according to this secret alliance, what they have done, Count Cavour with his army, he attacked the Austrian Habsburg Empire, and defeating the empire in 1859 he released all the northern states of Italy. Clear? आर्मी की मदद से, फ्रांस की मदद से, ऑस्ट्रिया को नहीं पता था कि फ्रांस जो है वो मदद करेगा और ये लड़ाई लड़ी जाती है. 1859 में सरडानिया पीडमोंट की आर्मी या काउंट केवर की आर्मी जो है वो ऑस्ट्रियन हैब्सबर्ग एम्पायर को हरा देती है. द रिजल्ट वाज ऑल द नॉर्दर्न स्टेट्स ऑफ इटली वाज फ्री नाउ. राइट, नाउ fourth important name is of Giuseppe Garibaldi. Giuseppe Garibaldi was a local leader of South Italy, southern provinces of Italy. What this person had done, he organized an army of volunteers. ऐसे लोगों को इकट्ठा किया इसने जो इटालियन यूनिफिकेशन में लड़ना चाहते थे, अपने देश को एकजुट करना चाहते थे. तो he created an army of volunteers, and his contribution was that he organized a march from southern Italy to Rome. Now why this march was organized by Garibaldi with his army? The reason was Pope was not ready for the Italian unification, right? But before that, Giuseppe Garibaldi, to make southern Italy free from foreign domination, his army fought against the Spanish Bourbon dynasty. अपनी आर्मी के साथ उसने स्पेनिश बर्बन डायनेस्टी के साथ लड़ाई लड़ी, एंड रिजल्ट वाज आफ्टर डिफीटिंग देम ही रिलीज्ड ऑल द सदर्न स्टेट्स ऑफ इटली. राइट, स्पेनिश बर्बन डायनेस्टी को हराया और सदर्न स्टेट्स ऑफ इटली को आज़ाद किया. अब नॉर्दर्न स्टेट्स फ्री हैं इटली के, सदर्न स्टेट्स फ्री हैं इटली के. ओनली दिस मिडल रीजन विच वाज अंडर द पोप, वो एक रीजन ऐसा था जिसके लिए पोप को मनाया जा रहा था टू एक्सेप्ट दिस यूनिफिकेशन, बट पोप वाज नॉट रेडी टू, he was not in favor of unification because somewhere he was having this fear that church might lose its identity or he might lose the control over this region. तो जब पोप नहीं माना यूनिफिकेशन के लिए, तो व्हाट गैरिबल्डी हैज़ डन, ही ऑर्गेनाइज्ड अ मार्च फ्रॉम सदर्न इटली to Rome, to capture Rome, just to create a pressure on Pope. And as soon as Pope got this news that an army is marching towards Rome and very soon they'll be capturing Rome, then he thought कि he was not in a condition to take military help from other nations. क्योंकि बाकी नेशन जब तक मिलिट्री हेल्प पहुंचाएंगे तब तक शायद वो कैप्चर कर चुके होंगे रोम को. So what he decided कि he accepted that to give the permission of doing unification of this region with the other states of Italy. इस प्रेशर के कारण पोप अग्रीड for the Italian unification, and finally the unification was done of these three regions: northern Italy, southern Italy, and the middle Italy region of Italy. And finally Italy became a unified nation. Now this unification was completed in the year 1861, and Victor Emmanuel II, who led this unification process, he became the ruler of a unified Italy. He was proclaimed as the ruler. He was accepted by the Italian people as their ruler. So this is how the Italian unification completed in the year 1861. I hope I have made it very simple for you people. So let's recapitulate all the points. First of all, Italy was divided into 7 states in the 19th century, mid-19th century, right? It was divided into 3 broad regions: northern Italy, middle Italy, and the southern Italy. The northern Italy was under the Austrian Habsburg Empire. The middle region was controlled by the Pope, and the southern region was under the Spanish Bourbon dynasty, right? Only one state in Italy was ruled by an Italian ruler. His name was Victor Emmanuel II, right? This state was of Sardinia Piedmont. The name of the state was Sardinia Piedmont, right? Now Victor Emmanuel II, he asked his chief minister, his name was Count Keber, to do something for the release of the Italian states, to make Italian states free from foreign domination, right? So this Count Keber, what he did, he made a secret alliance with France, and he launched a war against Austrian Habsburg Empire. With the help of France, he defeated Austrian Habsburg Empire and released the northern region of Italy, right? The northern states of Italy became independent, free from foreign domination, right? Another thing, Giuseppe Mazzini, the contribution of Giuseppe Mazzini in the Italian unification was that he made a secret revolutionary society called Young Italy, and his work was to mobilize the common people, to spread the feeling of nationalism among them, and prepare them for the Italian unification, right? Another prominent name which was very important in Italian unification was of Giuseppe Garibaldi. He was a local leader of southern Italy, and his contribution that he prepared an army, he organized an army of volunteers, right? And with the help of this army, he defeated the Spanish Bourbon dynasty, and after this defeat, the southern regions of Italy became free. Now the northern and the southern regions were free. Only the middle region, which was under Pope was not ready for the unification, right? So to create a pressure on Pope, what the Garibaldi has done, he organized a march of his army from southern Italy to Rome. Now when the army reached Rome, when the army was reaching Rome, Pope thought that it is becoming difficult for him to control the situation. So he gave the permission for the merging of the middle region of Italy into the northern and southern region, right? And this is how these 3 regions of Italy were merged together, and one unified nation, that is the Italian nation, was formed, and Victor Emmanuel II was proclaimed as the new ruler of a unified Italy in the year 1861. This is all about the Italian unification. Please go through these points. I have made it very simple for you. Make your notes, go again and again, revise these points, and believe me, this will become easy for you. So please like, share and review, and do subscribe my channel. Thank you.